And there's been no shortage recently of posts about this tropical cyclone here out in the Coral Sea. This is from the GFS forecast model, and it is predicted from this GFS model to eventually go into the Queensland coastline somewhere around here. And I want to use this video to explain to you why this will not happen, emphasis on not. And it's because of forecast model biases. The GFS has two different biases that impact its decision making and give us absolute rubbish like this. The first one is a landfall bias. Now, the GFS tends to draw tropical cyclones closer to the coastline, which means when the GFS forms this tropical cyclone out here into the Solomon Sea, instead of tracking it out here with the general flow of the steering currents at this time of the year in the jet stream, it actually pulls this tropical cyclone close to the Queensland coastline. It's very complicated as to why the GFS does this, and it will take me a while to explain it, but just know that it does, and it's always wrong 9 times out of 10. And we can think back to Tropical Cyclone Alfred, where the same forecast had this system going into the Capricornia coastline when in fact it kind of meandered out to sea and then eventually went into the coastline down on that bottom track there. The second bias that the GFS has is a long range intensity bias, which means it just explodes tropical cyclone intensity out in the long range, which is what this is here out in the 14-day period. So you see a tropical cyclone on the forecast and it's forecast to remain weak and everything is expected to remain weak. And then the GFS comes on board here and explodes its intensity. Like here, 950 millibars, we'll be talking about a category 4 system out here into the Coral Sea. Sometimes the GFS gets it right. Most often the GFS gets it very, very wrong. And it's important to understand those biases and also have a look at our other more trusted major forecast model, the ECMWF. There is nothing out here into the Coral Sea. So it just goes to show we don't take one forecast model at face value. We always have to look at an eclectic mix of forecast modeling. And this is what the point of this video is. I do hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have found it informative, then please do consider following along. And I'll have more details on this low throughout the week.